I am all the way over here. Oh, oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Good news is I'm in my power armor. The funny news is I'm by the place where I was last, which is where I was getting the copper from. So there is that. Not permanently, no. When you are at a workshop, it's not a permanent deal. It's pretty much, yeah. That one was kind of on them because I did shoot, but if you see them on fire, it is because they touched me. My armor isn't that good. There's a reason I like this. I was reading a comment where they were talking about how really, you ought to wear the power armor that is sort of associated with your skill level, right? This power armor is like the lowest level you could be, but it has such good legendary min-maxing, if you will, that I love it. I feel the safest in it because of it. And then it has like two things that do stim packs for me. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I guess I did enough that I can reclaim the workshop, so might as well. Might as well get this all done here. I gotta let it finish claiming here, please hold. We might as well get more copper if we can, because the thing that happens with the particular trick I'm going to show you next, it does require having some copper. So. Alright, let's get the resources, and then let's bring this down. Oh, goes right in. There we are. Huzzah. Now let's getting a copper generator going here. Need to have it be 10. And once again, the utility box generator that they had, this was in the Atomic Shop some time ago. Not too long ago, about a month ago, I want to say. And it has been the very best thing. I love it. Because it's small, it's compact, and it's not too smoky. And it's quiet, so I love it. Alright, now we're going to take a moment and we're going to set up some defenses, because it's going to say to set up the defenses here soon, so might as well get that done. I'm going to start with going high here. Go high over here, like so. And then we'll do a third one over here. And then one down here. There we are. Sorry, the mic had a little technical difficulty there. Quest started because I knew it would. Yep, that's why I'm putting all this down here. Yeah, anytime you get a workshop, and this is any workshop, they give you enough to actually put down, I want to say, about 5 of these turrets, you know. Anything extra you have to put down, you know. Alright, so let's get out. Hey, we got our copper ore going. Huzzah. As it says, prepare your defenses. My defenses are pretty well prepared. Not really, but I also have. My goal is to protect the copper and the workshop here. If they're in theory, they come toward. I later I will, but it's not my priority. My priority is the copper. So yes, there's a lot of razor grain, but I don't actually need. And all this does will weigh me down. Yeah. I'm contemplating the gold though. Defeat. Wait, liberators? Oh, those little communist machines there. The liberator. See where it says defeat the liberator wave? They shoot lasers at you. They're kind of mean. That's a great question. They were over here. Now they're not. Oh, event completed. I didn't have to do anything because that's why I got these turrets. Yeah. I don't have to repair anything. Alright, well, it looks like we successfully defended what we needed to defend. Alright, let's go to my base then. Yeah, I bounce between the base and whatever else I'm doing and then this place too. And depending on how busy things are, you know. But really, I just want to kind of show you what I've done. What I learned. Because I'm terribly excited. It took me so long to figure out. You remember how I was telling you that I wanted to learn how to do the chessboard thing so that you could make it disappear? Alright. Stuck there. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here I am at my place. The junk extractor's been going for a little while, and my little puppy. Where is my little puppy? Let's take a moment. Repair all structures. Oh wait, there's my puppy. I forgot we had moved him up the hill. There we are. Never mind. Alright, I feel better now. I had a moment of, oh no! What has happened while I have been away, you know?
This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself.
He got me a lot of stuff, yeah. Alright, so then, if I come over here... No, that's the one... I guess technically it's kind of new because it's red. But I only have 2 colors for the scrap boxes. I have blue or red, and that's usually I end up with blue because it's the first one. Alright. Let's get out of the uniform here for a minute. Okay, so here is my table that I'm excessively proud of, where I learned how to do the chessboard. And you'll notice that the salt and the pepper and the little tiny decanter of something, and sugar and a hat and a plate, and actually there's a fork in there somewhere. But I got them to sit on the table and look like they're sitting on the table.
Why do they keep
And then over here, this is just the Mothman eggs, but they kind of look like something else. We'll just say that it's there by the cooking stove. And this is actually an alien stein, but it looks like a coffee thing. And I thought it works really well there, because one of the things about these grills with sort of iron grills and that is you can put that kind of thing on a stove like this, and it makes sense. And then I put the butcher block down, and I'm going to use the butcher block, I think, to kind of show how to use it. Let me go get a corn. All right. I mean, it's not meat, but it'll work to show what I'm talking about. Okay, so the trick here is first you go into build. All right, and then you go into your stash, not your stash. You go into your displays. And you pick your chessboard or checkerboard, whatever you want to call it. And you put it where you want it to be. In this case, I want it to be on this butcher block here. All right. And then you get out, like so. Okay. Because you have to be out to put the object on. So you want to put the object on before you do everything, so you can position it the way you want it to be positioned on there. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to go to food and drink. If I had like current meat, I'd put that on, but I don't. Once you put it on, it won't degrade on the checkerboard if you happen to have meat or whatever. But there's the corn, right? Okay, so the next thing you do is you go back into build, and then you go in to power connectors, and you scroll down and you go to the pressure plate power connector. Now this pressure plate power connector you should be able to find at Whitehall and buy, or if not there are other like you should be able to get it like when you see some of the traveling merchants, that sort of thing. But I think I found mine at Whitehall. So basically you put it down like that. And then the trick, well, we're getting rid of it. We're not using it for anything except to do this trick. All right, so no need to worry about wires here. What you need to do, though, is you put it down the first time, right? And then you pick it up and you move it just a little and put it down a second time. And what that does is it forces the pressure plate down, and then you bring the thing that you want to, you bring the thing, and you want the whole thing, the butcher table, the chessboard, and the corn, over and put it on top of the pressure plate.
Hope I'm not in the way.
Like so.
Am I in the way?
You got to move, Del. I love you, but you gotta move. Thank you. All right. Anyway, so you put it on top like this, and then you say hi to the stranger who wants you to say hi. And then, he stepped on my pressure plate. Oh no! I'll just has no idea I'm doing things. All right, now that you stepped on it, I'm gonna have to put a new one down. Well, he's looking around, you know, at everything, which is nice. I hope he likes the place. All right, so we're gonna scrap that because we can't use it once it's been moved. It's not gonna work. So that is funny. Oh, hey, I got purchasing going on. I am making the dough. No, I think he just I put out a bunch of bulk items that I wanted to see if I could sell them in a meaningful way, and the answer is yes. Yes, I can. Because you know, you use them for crafting, and when you do a lot of crafting, which I think they're looking at doing here, you want to have the good stuff. And I put like adhesive and acid and steel and stuff I knew people. Yeah. And I did it for not much, you know, for about 50 a pop, because he's pretty much bought out all my bulk, all my stuff there. Yeah. I guess we're gonna go wave, yeah, or at least he did. I'm gonna totally give him the thumbs up right there. Yeah, I hope he finds.
All this stuff all the way out here. I haven't seen any other
He got a lot of. I know, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff there. So thank you very much. Whoever you were. All right, I'm gonna go back and try and show the thing again. So I'm putting down a new power connector here, a new pressure plate. We're gonna put it down and then pick it up and move it just a little and put it down again so the pressure plate is moved. And now I'm gonna get the whole butcher block again. I'm just grabbing the whole thing and dragging it over and just putting the leg on that pressure plate. And then what I'm going to do is click. I'm going to click A since I'm using an Xbox controller. But I'm just clicking it so it goes up and then up again until the chessboard disappears. And now we only see a little bit of the corn, but you know, we see something. And then we can bring it over here and put it back. And we're using this as the example, so yeah.
Did I forget a holiday? It's quite an outfit.
And now we have a little bit of the corn showing, so it looks like it's been chopped, right? And then there you go. That's all you have to do. And that works with many objects. And that's how I got the salt and pepper and the decanter and all that to sit on the table. and it's also, I did that like I think at my other base that's with the over at the top of the map. I did that like to put a pillow down and that sort of thing. So I'm very excited that it works, you know. And so in theory, I should be able to do the same thing with this, but I don't know if the chessboard will actually disappear because it's not a big enough table. I think you have to have it in such a way that the line of sight kind of matches. Yeah, I agree. It looks like it's just sort of part of the setup here. Yeah. And this does too, like they're just like protective little pizza boxes or something. So. Yeah, I agree. I just wanted to show how to do it because it took me so long. I've been trying to do something like that since, well, forever, really. So the chessboard, that checkerboard chessboard, makes such a big difference in figuring out how to place things. So thank you. Dell has been talking to me. In fact, let's go see if I can talk to Dell. Well, we were having some interaction problems before, so let's let him get to where he's going and we'll talk with him. And then I'm also going to take a moment since I'm here, and we'll move this up here. And that'll give us just a little more room when we're coming down the hill. Alright. Now, where did Dell go? Oh, there he is. He's just sort of walking around.
Oh.
Hi. Okay, so we could interact with Dell, which I did not know. And we can learn things about Dell. So let's see. I'd like to know more about you, Dell.
Really? Well, okay. What did you want to know? Virginia.
We can say things like, where are you from?
Far enough, it wasn't easy getting there. Never saw too much of it, actually. The settlement I grew up in was pretty sheltered. I never really went anywhere until after my parents died.
You walked away and I couldn't move. In case you're wondering why I was just standing there. Well, you're involved in the conversation. He walked away. And now I can't interact because technically we exited the conversation incorrectly. Oh, that's so funny. These will be short, quick conversations, I suspect, Dell. Alright, I'm going to let him be him. But I wanted to point out that there are conversational things that can happen. We'll try and ask the next question next time. But now we know he's from Virginia. Yeah. I am going to show you that. Oh my gosh, yes. Just a sec. I know, they're working hard. There we go. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to show that I think is terribly awesome. So we're going to go back into the build menu. And we're going to go underwater. I was able to acquire the vintage water cooler. I feel like I should be doing a drum roll. For less than 10,000. For 5,000 caps, which is practically unheard of. There may be one that's even less expensive. But I will tell you, I jumped on that because there was just... I couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? And I thought, yeah, we definitely got to grab that. It's one of those things I've been looking for, just kind of like the excavator jetpack, which is it turns out, it's actually super rare and kind of a legacy item. But, yeah, we're going to take this water cooler, we're going to put it down. It generates two purified water. The implication being, though, that it's cold water, not just pure water, which is why everybody wants it. You know what I mean? There's a certain cachet to it. Also, it doesn't take much to make them. And it's space saving. So you don't have to use, like, if you go out here, you'll notice I have these giant purifying water situations going on in the water, which is kind of how it should be, but this gives me 5 and that gives me 2. I can, yeah, and actually, you know, they'll add up pretty quick, especially if you're, yes. And the place to go sell these is, say, like at Whitehall or whatever. So let's head that way. Oh, someone else is doing a thing. A workshop. Let's see, Matthew Silva. No, you can't have the same workshop. And I'm doing my workshop over here because I need that copper. Yeah, since we're looking, I'm gonna go check it and grab some. Yeah, I got the. There are some things that are time limited, and I got the Watchtower because I like Watchtower. Yes. All right. Well, yeah, I like that one, except probably not nearly as tall. Yep. That's it's funny we should mention. You know what I mean? Oh, is that a? That is a merchant. Hold on. Run faster! Run faster! Don't let him get away. It's Charlie and Graham. Hey,
Fair
Graham.
trade only. Fair. Hush, Mumu. You hear that? Trades. Trades in the wind.
Let's see. I'm just gonna take a look real quick at what he has. I don't necessarily have to buy anything. Yeah, we're gonna let it go. He's not got anything that I just have to have right now. I mean, picnic tables are fun, but thanks, Graham. Have a good one. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. We got to know them during Meat Week, which is why I'm greeting them like they're good friends.
Ram's delivery service. Same day. Maybe. Or not.
They're probably the only super mutant I would run up to without armor on. We'll put it that way. But Graham is kind of a pacifist, and he believes in conquering the world through capitalism, rather than in other ways. Now, Whitehall's pretty safe to go to, but I'm going to go ahead and put on my suit if I'm going to be running around. I sometimes forget I don't have it on. Oh, there's a lot of people kind of around Whitehall right now. Gonna fast travel. White Spring Mall. I guess that's White Springs. The White Springs Mall. I have shortened that. I shortened the name instead of calling it White Springs Mall. I called it Whitehall. I knew what I was talking about.
Ma'am. Ma'am. At your service. Ma'am.
Alright, so here we are. We're going to talk to our guy here.
Of life in a post-apocalyptic hellscape. By popular demand, this
You go ahead and sell the razor grain and the corn and the comics. Where did I get the comics from? Never mind. No, I've changed my mind on that. I realize that's not a good idea. But we were coming here to sell some of that extra water, though. There we go.
Life is an adventure. Are you up to the challenge?
I wonder if I could sell the Grafton Monster card. I already have a card. Ooh, I can. Someone's gonna be happy.
Artisan's Corner is the
Well, you could have more. I could probably put a couple collections everywhere, but every extra thing is an extra thing in the box, you know, so... I'm trying to keep it, you know, reasonable. Like right now, I'm trying to make space. Like I got 2 fixers that I made. I'm trying to sell them for 1,500. See if they'll sell because they normally run for 2,000. If they don't sell for that, I'll drop it down to 750 and see if they go then. And then if they don't go, or do 1,000, okay, yeah, I'll do 1,000 first. We'll drop it down till we find where people's comfort level is, you know. I have a lot of, just a second there, just a second. I need to take a look at what's going on over here. I got some plasma cores here. Well, not really to sell, because I don't think you can sell them here. But I'm realizing I have a lot more plasma cores than I thought. I probably will go through and grab them rather than making more, is what I'm realizing, until I've used them up. Then, of course, I have an astonishing amount of fusion cores, so there's that. And I like having the fusion cores. That is not a complaint on my end, just so that we're aware. Right, I wanted to check the water situation in the box. Purified water 21. I don't think I need to have any purified water in the box anymore because I've got all the stations, you know. So we're going to take that out and sell it. Yep.
Artisan's Corner has everything you need to make your next survival project a success.
Well, we're glad you're here. I'm going to sell 25 of these. See if I got any treasury notes. Nope, no treasury notes. I definitely don't have any legendaries on. And I feel like since we're wandering around and I have to be talking about things I have discovered, in the shopping mall we have different bots that sell different things. And I feel like it's important to find the things that say authentic something. Local goods, raiders, Brotherhood. All of them have unique plans that you can buy from them. Like, some of them are going to be kind of the same, but this guy has some plans I could buy if I wanted to, for like the handmade gun, the ski sword, that sort of thing. And if I go over here, she doesn't really have...
Come in. This is Aurum. I'm afraid we've been picked rather clean. People suddenly see value in gold on silver.
Right, if it says known, I've got it, yes. Yeah. Alright, and so if I go kind of down the hallway here, I can look at the signs and it'll say things that they have. Right, let's look at the free states. So we come over to free states.
A wide variety of hydrotherapy and aromatherapy treatments.
And they also have somewhat similar plans to the other one because they're in the same sort of areas. The local and the free states kind of have kind of the same stuff. But it starts diverging when you start talking to other bots. There we are. Things that raiders are interested in. You know what I mean? Optimated bracers. These are like for your power armor. These things. Raider Tesla coils, Raider targeting HUD. If you prefer wearing those kinds of power armor, this is where you go to find the plans to make your power armor more effective. Oh, and they have clothes. If you want to find some fancier clothes, this guy has fancier clothes plan. Let's see. Well, there's for the excavator jetpack. Unfortunately, that's a legacy item and no longer available. Oh, for the jetpack, you would basically do what I've done, which is like I kind of wandered around until I got jetpack plans. But you're probably going to find them like here too. Like here's the plan for like regular power armor. Eatronic. It's only 182. I just earned that much for sure. I don't know. I feel like getting it and finding out. Alright, but that said, all of this is a power armor stuff, and this is where I found other jetpacks. You know. Yes, all sorts of cool stuff here. Tesla, Charging HUD, Stealth Boy, Medic Pump. I think the Medic Pump, it automatically uses a stim pack when below 50% health. That thing is an awesome deal, but you have to choose between the Medic Pump and the Blood Cleanser. The Blood Cleanser helps you for 50% for when you use a lot of chems. So if you're using a lot of boosters, you want the Blood Cleanse. If you want safety and haven't had a really good legendary roll like I have had, you want the Medic Pump. In fact, I'm not going to buy this now, but now that I know the T60 has one here, I'll be back for that. Well, the nice thing about the plans is it's individual. Nobody can come and buy this out from... I mean, maybe they can, but it renews. Okay, so if
Refrain from theft, looting, assault, murder.
yeah, there's all sorts of
Flowers.
helpful tools here. There's like a furniture place. So if you've been looking for fancier furniture to put in your place, let's see if I can find them. This one here,
May I be of
they have it. You could get better lamps. Plans for it. You gotta find the plans for them.
exceptional work from local
But you got the antique
artisans.
tables, elegant tables, garden bench. So there you are. If you're like, where is all the good stuff? Here they are.
Please,
So this is why it's good to come to the White Spring Mall.
looting, assault, murder,
All right, we're gonna go back.
the flowers.
Normally I would hit other people's places, but we're trying to save money right now. I'll just... Yeah, I have to avoid temptation by not going visiting. Otherwise, I'm just like, ooh, I'll get this, ooh, I'll get that. But I'd like to try and get up past like the 27,000, and then you know. Well, you know, every time you do that, though, then you end up with less and less that you can spend. You only have 40,000 caps of the max. And so... It might, then I can afford it no matter what. Yeah, that's kind of a point. That was kind of a point. So I am gonna try and save the money, but let's read and find out what the Edomatic is, because I have no idea what it is. Notes. Got all these plans to put in and sell here. No, I'm wearing my. You can tell I'm wearing when I'm wearing the Brotherhood. Yeah, it's a different. What am I trying to say? It's not Iron Man suit. My suit is the different view there. All right, so I won the mounted Agua head. I earned that one through a fight with an Agua. So we'll go ahead and read that one. And then, of course, I bought the Edotronic, so we'll get that one. Alright, now we're going to come in here to the build menu. We'll see if it's in new. Sometimes it takes a little while to show up in the new. Oh, it's an Edotronic. Oh, it's a wall-mounted. Okay. Alright, just a second.
Why do they keep assigning me achievements? How are they gonna make night?
Kind of like back in the day when they used to have these cafeterias, right? And then in the cafeteria they would put food into these choose your own slot kind of places, right? Right. And then you could pick up your food from it. Well, it's more decorative than not in this case. It should be, yeah. In fact, what we might do is... Yeah, kind of like having a vending machine. Yeah. Yes. Let's see if I can pick a good place for it. We're gonna move the American flag here. We'll keep it, we're just raising it up, you know. And then we'll put it down here above the freezer, which kind of makes sense as a location. And that's the vending machine where people occasionally come by and they put the food in and people can buy the food and take it out. That would be like your, you could get your sandwiches or your salads from out there. Wouldn't that be nice if you could make them smaller? No, we can't resize objects. At least, let me rephrase this. As far as I know, you can't resize objects in Fallout. It does. I think it works as a... Yeah. And I actually kind of like the flag up there. So... Yeah. My one beef with the Brotherhood and Fallout, okay, is and in general, okay, because and this is a spoiler for Fallout 76, so close your ears and la 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 as I talk if you don't know this already. But one of the points of the story here is that the originators were upset with what happened when the bomb fell. And so they decided to do different than how they did it before and decided to follow, you know, the principle of being knights and in a hope to reclaim a sense of order that had been lost because of what had happened. And so basically their whole thing was to try and rebuild, but not as like a government kind of situation. And so they were kind of angry at the government. And so they didn't take up the American flag. They took up their own flag with the whole Brotherhood of Steel face on that flag. So there's a part of me that's like, a part of me that wishes they'd done differently, but at the same time, I understand why they did it, you know? But then that tends to be, I tend to be a little bit, you know, yeah. All right. Well, this place is just coming together more and more, I'll tell you what. I know, I think it's time to revisit the one on the road and probably I'll have to go and go there so that I'm at it and then start looking for where I want to put it next, you know? And look for what I might do is look online for another resource spot, maybe one that has copper. That's the one I apparently run out most of, you know. And see if I can find, if it's flat enough and good enough, see if I can do that one there. I'm going to end up on the outside of the farm again. I haven't put down the welcome mat. In the build menu, under miscellaneous structures for the workshop, there's a welcome mat. And a welcome mat in the workshops allows you to pick your spot as to where you want to land. If you don't want to land on the outside, I do. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna put the welcome mat down, and my goal is I'm trying to build just enough to make sure everything's protected, but not so much that yes when it goes, because if you start using all your own material, you notice it real quick. Oh, and let's go back to new real quick. This is the watchtower right there. It is a little tall. But you know what? That might be perfect for a place like this. And to put like, you know, turrets on. So, yeah, I thought that was well worth detonating. Alright, coming back to structures, miscellaneous structures. And we're going to go down. And we're going to put the welcome mat over here by the house. There we go. These poor little ghouls that keep invading this house. Actually, technically, it's their house, I suppose. But in theory, okay, this red star means they leaned on the communist side of things. Ooh, I got a pumpkin. We're taking that pumpkin. Let's go get some razor grain. Well, you can't get pumpkin seeds. It would be awesome if you could. There's so many plants here that I wish that we could get. I wish we could plant silt beans. I wish we could plant pretty much all the plants, but they do it so you'll wander around and not get stuck farming. I know that's why that we can't do them all, but me, I'd be okay with that. But then I played Farmville for years. I miss Farmville. Not the new Farmville, which is okay, but the old Farmville, oh my gosh, it was Alright, what I'm gonna do is plant a grill or something around here real quick and cook this pie up. We're going to crafting. Well, I have, like, the other house over that way just has some random objects to find. They're not bad, you know, it's just... Here, we'll just use a grill. There we go. Grill. And just for amusement's sake, I am gonna put down not that. Maybe a well. We'll put down a well. Oh no, we'll get the gatherer here. That'll at least match the decor around here. The truth is, it's not permanent anyway, you know, so you might as well just do something that you want. Let's see if I have everything I need for pie. Pumpkin, I got stuff for pumpkin soup. I need Mirelurk egg, but I can make pumpkin soup, that's fine. And I can make razor grain flour, and we'll make a bunch of that, yeah. That'll come in handy later. Alright. Stashes. They don't have this in alphabetical order for whatever reason. Put the flour away, because you used to flour for things, you know what I mean? Alright, let's drop the spoiled stuff here. I don't need to carry it around. Well, you can, but you have to have enough of it, and 3 spoiled meat isn't going to make a lot of... not going to really make the amount that I need, so... Yeah. And if you let them accumulate, they will make fertilizer. The problem is they take up a lot of space in your box. An attack is imminent. Prepare your defenses. Oh, for me that means put on your suit. Yes. It's all when it reclaims, it goes back into your inventory. It's one of the things that I thought was kind of hilarious in the Fallout series is they have these poor scribes pulling and hauling everything around, and we don't really have to worry about that because we have our inventory. The implication is with the inventory that everyone has like this. They had the technology to store stuff. You know what I mean? Which is why your Scorch can carry around these mystery pistols and everything. Is because that it's still in their inventory when they, lost it. Well, I could put up a couple other turrets, but I don't want to spend my stuff to do it. So we're just gonna hang out and see who comes. I guess it wouldn't hurt to put up an extra or something. I could, couldn't I? I do like putting a turret on this one here, though. Oh, that sounded noisy and aggressive. Mole rats. Oh. I'll just walk. They're a little bit aggressive. I used the vox analyzer to listen to them. I didn't quite finish it up, so I'll have to do it over again. But their little inner dialogue is really funny. It's all about prey, and about, you know, playing with the prey, and it's just amusing. Under the... there it is. Hello, you. Okay, that's wave 1, and where's the rest? Where's the other one? I only got nipped a little bit. Some of these have gotten nipped a little bit. If it's smoky and fiery, you generally know they've been hit. Well, by the mole rats, they climb up the stairs or whatever, and they bite at them. Right. If they break, you can fix them, and you fix them over at the workshop. Oh! Okay, now we're on wave 2 of 3. Yeah, we didn't see it happen, wherever it was, they were... See there? See that? Yep. That one just bounced right off my power armor and hurt itself. I kind of feel bad when a mole rat does it. Not so much when a ghoul does it. So they're fighting hard. But they haven't completely broken anything, so I'm just making them a little fiery. You can't actually fix them until... yeah. Oh, they defeated it somewhere. Hello? And the mole rat found me, kind of situation. I'm kind of acting as the noisy person stomping around. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I believe the mole rat is opposed. And just like that, that solved that problem. I got a cigarette machine. I got a cigarette machine plan. Yes, the machine plan, yes. I got quite a bit of stuff for this one, yeah. The last one I didn't get anything, so this worked out nicely, yeah. The generator, so it'll start. You have to connect a generator to the resource thing in order for it to run. That is exactly what happened. Yeah, what do you think you're doing? How dare you? You know, if you've ever dealt with little moles and voles and they dig in your yard or whatever, yeah, there really is that sense of privilege. I have the two gardeners as neighbors, and somehow all their little critters come to my yard, which I have technically garden things going on, but they're all up on the. I have raised beds kind of situation. Anyway, so they don't really affect my garden, but they do kind of affect my yard, and it's kind of funny to see this little hump of dirt trailing over to the neighbor's yard. You know. I'm just saying. Ooh, 10. Woo, it is working. This will be good. Through that time, we earned 10 copper ore. So that's good. That is. Alright. I'm gonna go back to my little junkyard. Over here. Not to Sunshine Meadows. I don't own Sunshine Meadows. Campfire Tales. You know, let's take a look. It's only been 8 seconds, so it hasn't come up a lot. I mean, I don't know if these just pop up or if somebody wandered by, you know. But we'll go back to the camp. We'll check in a minute, see if anybody's there. And if there's more than 2 people, we'll go. If there's not, then we won't. There's an event going on. The thing that makes it hard for me is I have no idea where the kindling is at. And so you gotta have that ability to get to kindling, because you gotta keep the fire going while the campfire story is also going. And I just don't have that capacity to do it on my own. Wow! And we're just getting all the good stuff today. Technically, I could be selling this junk and get cash that way. But really, this is more like I'm trying to get all this. I think what I might do, though, is just kind of grab all of these things. I'll go sell this at the store. I can't sell the Brahmin milk for whatever reason, but I think that's a joke about the milk industry, because as I recall, you cannot sell uncultured milk in stores. You know. You know, you can. You can take the Brahmin milk and you can leave it for the new players. Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay, so let's grab some here. We'll grab this. There's my cold, refreshing, purified water. I know it doesn't say it is, but technically it's a water cooler, not just a water purifier.
Without more combat rotations.
And this one hasn't. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It did.
This is
All right, let's go to the store.
Never was much of a builder myself.
Holy cow, there's a lot of newbies up there, aren't there? There's a lot. Please hold. Let me at least put the milk in for them. They're gonna need some sustenance. Yes, no, yeah. Alright, we're gonna go down to the box. Doesn't look like anybody's down there. Alright, it has a fragmentation. Normally I would grab this stuff because this is the stuff that generates here. And it's okay to grab it, but we have so many new players, I'm just gonna leave it here. We'll give them the Honey Crisp and most of the Brahmin milk. They can decide how they're going to split that up. We'll give them some coffee. And there we go. Yeah, I give them a little bit of everything here that's, you know. How about I give them... Huh? Well, I don't really have any guns that yeah, so... You know what? No, yeah. I have this green hood and green bandana I found. And I've been keeping because they match. But... Huh? Oh, yeah. Let's see, we'll give them some boiled water. They're gonna get a whole lecture on why you need to boil water anyway, so... I think that's what we'll give them. I think that'll work. Oh, and a couple of purified water here. Alright. Let's see, we'll give them an antibiotic or two. Because they're not going to go to the White Springs to get that water, so... We'll give them a couple of Rad-X. And Rad-Away. And of course, Stimpaks. We'll put down 5 of those for them. There we go. Everything else, oh, maybe a couple of these bobby pins. We'll give them 3. You know what I could do? If I got them in here. I do. Since these are all the things that I've kind of won as I've been playing the build, using the workshop. So... So there's the cigarette machine, the display shelf, the lawn flamingos. These are things they're not normally going to find, you know. Okay, we'll save the lawn flamingos. Alright. Oh, I know what we could do to make money. Hi. We're gonna go over here by my campfire. I have the forest map number 1, which is why I'm doing this. I have 5 of them in my hot little hands there. And so we are going to go find the treasure map. Well, I have the treasure map. Just saying. And I think it's right here and down here. I will make sure. Oh yeah, yeah. Did I actually land? You don't get out in the water. Shoot. Ah. It got me out in the water. Grr. I would have been fine. It'll tell me, you're risking disease without your suit of armor. That's the first time I've landed, and the first time I've gotten out and fallen out, so there you are. Alright, so here we are. This is treasure map number 1 for the forest. And we're digging it. It looks like a mound and it says dig. Okay. And every time you dig, one of your treasure maps gets removed. I have 5 of them, which means what I could do is I could dig for all of these, and I can sell like any of the extra things I get. So that's what we're doing. Alright, I don't have any more maps according to this. But that worked out pretty well, I thought. Alright. Get back in the armor. That's the first time I've jumped myself out of armor. You know? On the plus hand, when you jump, it is good to have armor on, because if you fall, if you're not in armor, you can really hurt yourself.
Your death was my offering. The divine light.
I was already out, yeah. I got cultists right by me. An angry person wearing masks, in this case, is what a cultist is. They're like the, you know how the vengeful Mothman and the wise Mothman have 2 different kind of believers? These are the vengeful Mothman believers, and they believe in doing things with violence. We'll just put it that way. Conversion through violence, that's their gig.
Holy Mothman, take me.
Oh, a couple of them have been shooting at me since I got here by accident. Ish. Okay, so let's head back to White Springs. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna sell some of the stuff that I found, so might as well dig in, and we're not here to cause harm per se, but might as well see what we can collect along the way since we're here. Yep. Yeah. Well, that is my general policy. If they'll leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. So, oh, here we go. Someone shooting at me. It feels so familiar now since I've played the Mothman event so much, so it's just kind of like, oh, it's old home week. Not really, but you know. See a little bit of stuff, a little more stuff we can sell before we head out. Angry believers are angry. Yes. I like to check all of these things, the mailboxes, the trash can. I have a perk that allows me to find stuff in them. And it's fun, because sometimes you get some really awesome stuff. Sometimes not so much, but... Alright, we got out. Looks like there's a camp up here, though. Yeah, might as well see what someone else's camp looks like. It's just their little, you know... Yeah, just got the stash box here. Normally I'd use the scrap box. Let's take a look at our list here. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff here we can put in. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell all of that. So, yeah, these things, I love these camps. This is a benefit of Fallout First. You definitely will find them handy if you plan on playing a lot. Now we're not going to run all the way, especially since we're running in the wrong direction. What we might do, oh, that says it was 14 minutes ago. Are they still doing this? There's 2 people there. No, it's, my rule is more than 2 people. So...
White Spring is under our protection.
Some of the music in the White Hall, some of them, some of the music kind of is a little too much, but other times I love it, you know, just... Do I have any legendaries? No. Here we go! Let's sell this stuff. Bring my change back up, because I did spend over 5,000, so try and make it up, maybe get me up to 30,000, and then try to make money up from there, and that way I'll have a 10,000 I can work with. So. Okay. Well, you just go to the to sell this stuff. I just basically I sold all of it except for this. Yeah. To keep? No. I what I'm doing now is as I enter homes, if I see things that I really like that crystal decanter. Or like there's picture frames, like they have picture frames with like cats or dogs. I'm going to try to remember not to break those up, put them in my stash box, not my scrap box, for building. Because now I know I can take them and I can put those in my place. And so for my next camp, I think we're going to be doing a little more of that, you know.
If all else fails, gold
Hello,
and silver
Helena.
are
What do you
always in
have?
demand.
I'm just looking. She just has regular stuff there. All right. No. Resist, Katrina. Resist. There we go. So I think we're hitting that point where I normally call it pretty good. So I'm going to do one last check on the copper and the gold and see what we've accumulated while we've been away. 6 copper, yeah. And 6 gold ore. Sweet. It's a lot for me, yeah. Which means, let's take a look at my inventory. And I can tell you how much we've accumulated here. I've got, 52 copper ore. Oh, yes. And 22 gold ore. I've got, this is from our puppy over at the junk yard. I've got 4 iron ore and 2 lead ore. And ultracite ore. So, okay, and we've got some aluminum ore, it looks like. So, I feel like this has been a pretty good day on the collection of stuff. And what I could do now is find a chem station and smelt that down, and I'll have more iron to put in the scrap box. Yep, so. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the stream done, and I'm going to say thank you for watching. I've had a good time. I hope you've had a good time. And we will see you again next time. Have a great night.